This is Liz with Crafty Devotion, and today we are going to make an angel. And in your kit, again, you'll find a bodice and some tulle, a few silver appliques, a strip of fabric, and a few other things. And I may add things as I finish this kit. Okay, from the top of the shoulders to the 1.5 inch mark both sides of your. I have a limited supply of these angels. I could possibly get more depending on if I can find the applique that I used. Okay, so I think I probably have 2, maybe 3 more left. I have a couple of orders for them, so that's why I'm doing the tutorial now. But you'll find 2 different colors of tulle. You'll find a very light pastel, very light pink, and a darker pink. So you're going to be using both. The first one you use is the darker pink one. So you take the tulle about halfway and you twist it a bit, and we are going to place it below the red mark. Okay. So if you can see that I have it right below the red mark. And make sure you have 4 pieces. Some of the pieces were wider than others, so if you only have 3, make sure you have a total of 4 pieces, and you're going to put 2 pieces on each side. So we're going to use a total of 4 pieces. Now, the varied lengths do not matter very much because these will be trimmed at the bottom, and then the lighter colored ones will go on top. If they need glue on the sides, you can go ahead and put a little glue there. You will find this, a circle. What I'd like you to do is to go inside the circle. There's some netting. Just cut out the center of the circle. And then let me see how this is going to look. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So this is actually going to become our shoulders of our dress. See, like that. Fold it over, and it has both sides. So I'm going to start from the center. We'll still going to put something else on top of it, but I did want this silver here. Looked cute, and it will stretch a little bit. Just letting that dry a little. Oh, always be careful not to overdo the glue because you want to keep this open. You could see I put a little bit of glue in there by accident. You want to keep it open because you will be placing a hanger in there. Okay, place that on there. Just make it look the way you want. I'm going to make this my back and this my front. And the next thing you'll find in there is a little petal. Oops, I'm going to need that needle a little bit. A little petal that looks like this. And this is just going to be go around the waistline like this. Okay. You don't need a whole lot of glue. Just I'm going to put most of the glue near the waistline because we will be putting something on top of this. So I figured I can always add glue. It's harder to take it away. It's just giving this bodice part a little finished look rather than it just looking raw. Wings will be going in the back, so this is an angel, so you can see how that gives it a more of a finished look. I also have a little teeny applique that looks like this, and you will cut out, I use the same applique in my blue dress, and we're going to put it right on top of the silver. Isn't that cute? I like it. I like it. I hope you do. Okay, we're done with that portion. We're going to put this aside. Yeah, you could trim it if you want at this point a little bit. Make them a little even. You see what I mean? We just trim them, so it doesn't matter. Okay, the next thing we do is we take this, and this is going to be the applique that you're going to use on top of here, and this is the actual front of the dress, about an inch up on top, so make sure you have an inch. Okay, and we're also, so I want you to bring it all the way down to the bottom, and then we will also be adding on top of it some of this on top of it, so it'll cover that up. So, you know, bring it so that there is an inch on top. See the inch? Like I said, that's why we're doing that. And this fabric right here, you'll notice what it is that it is almost like an organza fabric. Let me bring it up close so you can see it. And it has like all these silver swirls all over it. And I gave you a piece that has a hemmed end. This is actually a vintage fabric that I have, so know that I'm using vintage fabrics. And you're going to guess the center, but before we actually attach it, I want you to go around and trim all the way around your applique. So you can see, let me pull it close to you so you can see I just did some trimming, and some of that trimming, if you don't get it, you can actually, you know, you can take more time if you want, but don't get too close that you're tearing anything. Okay, now I want you to guess approximately the center of your fabric that you have. So let's just do an estimate. Let's say this is about 3 inches on this side. Let's say from this side. Man, I'm a good guesser. That's about 3 inches from that side. Okay, and then we want up here about an inch, and that's about an inch. So it's going to go over a little bit down here, and that's okay. You can actually do a little trim there, because we're going to end up covering it up anyway, but you don't want it to hang over the edge, because we're going to glue it down, so it shouldn't keep on fraying. You just do a little snip. Okay. The reason why I want you to make sure it comes down is because I don't want it to be bothering the waistline when we do a waistline. Okay, so let's see, let's try again. Looks like at least you'll have a measurement about 3 inches. Okay. And I usually just place it there and then I pull it up and put a little bit of glue. When I'm putting glue on, you put the glue on and follow the strings. All the whole strings, just follow them. Okay? Follow them along because you're going to notice on this fabric, you're going to notice that it's bumpy. Look, it's bumpy. And the reason why is because, you know, I cut it and then I needed to seal it because then when you got it, it would just totally be fraying. And I didn't want you to be working with something that's fraying all the time. And it'll fray a little bit still because I didn't like do a magnificent perfect job, but it really won't affect your dress. Okay, now next what we are going to do is we are going to attach glue from here to here. We're actually going to meet front side to front side, and then after that dries. Now I want you to notice when I'm meeting them together, it's kind of bumpy. Okay, but the most important thing is can you see how these are not meeting down here? Make sure that you're meeting here. If you wish, and if you don't mind sewing, you can actually sew this, okay? But I'm going to show you how to glue it. Okay, so I made this large enough so that you have a good 1/4 of an inch that you can actually, you know, play with when you're gluing this together. So don't be worried. Just glue it about. So put some glue on this side, but remember concentrating on this corner that these 2 corners meet when you're going to fold it over. So I'm going to do the glue and then I'm going to quickly put it over in about a 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little less. I just do a straight one and make sure these 2 meet top of each other, and I'm going to use my tool to do that. I'll bring it up close so you could see, because you can actually see the glue. You see the glue? Okay. Now the other thing I do is I go ahead and kind of crease it right there. I crease it where the glue's at, and then I need to put something inside. Let me put something inside because I don't want you. I want you to. I have a piece of cardboard. Get a piece of cardboard, a couple of business cards or something, because you do not want to glue the dress to each other. But you do want to. I do want you to glue this down. So now you do this again, and you glue along that line, and you just fold it down, and that just reinforces it, keeps it intact. I mean, yeah. Okay, so that is just, you are going to be doing some sewing. That's what we're going to be doing next. So get yourself a needle and a thread if you have the kit already,